Hi, Miranda Hebert here, registered dietitian and diamond in doTERRA. I hope you have watched my overview of the build guide. If not, pause this video right now and go reference that video. And I'm going to show you where to find this guide. So right now, if you are using the build guide, you've already done your lifestyle overview, or you've already given your customer a lifestyle overview and used the live guide. Already used the share guide with them to teach them how to share, just to get them started. And now they've learned just how fun and how easy building a business in doTERRA, sharing doTERRA can be. So now they're really ready to learn about building a business in doTERRA. And remember, this guide, think of it as an employee, okay? We are hiring this guide to do something for us, to talk about the business. But the most important factor we want to remember when we are talking about the business with someone is that we want to focus on them and their needs and what they want. So remember, listen more. There's lots of great content here. Let's get started. So, hi, I'm with Bridget today. And Bridget, you've already had your first class and successful, I might add. And what did you think of your first class?
It was so much fun. I'm ready to have some more.
Oh, yay. Awesome. So before we get started, I know today we're going to go over the business overview a little bit, but I want to know, what do you love most about doTERRA?
Goodness.
And the oils.
I'm most excited, I guess, right now. Of course, they work really good, but I'm most excited to make enough money to get my children in the private school that I want them to be in. So it's super exciting because I know they work and it's great. I want my friends and family to all get them. And then I want to be able to be compensated so my kids can get into that school.
So what I'm hearing is that you're already really passionate and you can't wait to help others with this. And while you're sharing doTERRA with your passion, you're going to also be able to have enough money to send your kids to school. So how awesome is that?
I know. It sounds
so as we're going through this, think of this as like 4 different doors, okay? And the first door of opportunity is to create that financial freedom, the financial freedom that's going to allow you to send your son to private school. And so we're going to go over this page here. And so first I'll ask you, are you hauling buckets or building a pipeline? And so let me tell you this little story here. This is a story about a man who would haul buckets for a living. And he needed fresh water for his family. And so the more buckets that he hauled, the more money that he made for his family. And of course, just like any typical job now, if he hauled more buckets, he made more money. Well, after several years of doing this, he grew really tired of doing this. And he had an inspiration that he would take that extra time, and instead of hauling more buckets, he would work on creating a spigot, one that would create water for his family continuously without him hauling buckets every day. And the day that he turned that spigot on was the day that he changed everything. That is creating a pipeline. And that is what we do here in doTERRA, is create a financial pipeline, residual income that's going to continue to come whether you work that day or don't, because you've built it. How does that sound?
That sounds amazing. I'm super excited to see this.
Awesome, awesome. Well, let's talk more about building this pipeline and what this looks like. Just even why you would even partner with doTERRA. So this is huge, because one of the things we know, and you already mentioned here today, is that the oils work. And this is something that excites you and makes you really eager to share with others. One of the great things about doTERRA is what's called their retention rate. So what this means is that we're going to retain the customers. So think of 100 people. In a typical network marketing business, only 8 to 15 people are going to continuously come back. Well, in doTERRA, because of the support that we provide them, because of the oils that work so well and how versatile they are 65%. So imagine 65 out of 100 are going to be coming back.
That's incredible.
How awesome is that? This is truly unheard of. The other important factor that I really love is just how doTERRA has proven their growth. And they're one of the largest essential oil companies in the world. And it only took them 7 years to be a billion-dollar company. And guess what other company did that?
What?
Apple.
Oh my goodness.
So that just goes to show you how successful doTERRA is. But, we know the oils are effective. We know doTERRA works. But here is the really most amazing part, is the caring part of doTERRA, because really and truly, this is a service-based business. And that's our model, is to serve and to help others. And doTERRA has many things that it offers. It creates partnerships with the growers. We've learned a little bit about co-impact sourcing that we talked about. So now you know that when you are buying these oils, you're changing lives all over the world. But in addition to that, doTERRA has created all of these Healing Hands Foundation initiatives, just another way for them to give back. Awesome. So how cool is that?
That's fantastic. Love that.
I know from talking to you, I can tell that that's really important to you, helping others and the humanitarian aspect of it.
Absolutely.
So now let's go through. I hope you can see my screen okay. So
yes.
We want to make, can you see my screen okay?
I sure do.
There we go. So there's 3 steps in creating this financial pipeline that we talked about. And first thing is, we want to make sure that you use the product. In order to share something, it needs to be genuine. And so that is step 1. Continuously use the product on yourself. And here, to make sure that you know these steps and you know how to duplicate them and pass these steps on to others, we've created these simple acronyms called PIPES. And the P is for prepare. And that is when you are preparing yourself for success by experiencing the oils. So just use the oils continuously. The more that you get into the habit of using the oils, the more that you can help someone else do the same. And I know you're already starting to use the oils. I saw those bottles making your own cleaning products. How awesome is that?
That's so fun.
So the next step is inviting to learn more. And this is where you're going to invite others to learn more about natural solutions as well as this business opportunity. And the great thing is we have all the tools here to help you do that. So you don't have to worry, it's all done here for you. The next part for your pipes, so we've talked about P, I, now the other P is present. And this is where you're going to present the doTERRA message. Now, don't get nervous, because this doesn't mean I'm going to throw you in there and make you present in front of a class right now by yourself. Don't worry, I'll be with you and be with you every step of the way. Right now, as you are using the oils, I just want you to share your message and your testimonials. And that's it. Does that sound easy for you?
Absolutely. It's so much fun, and we get new things that are working for us every day. So I can definitely do that.
Good. And sometimes it's helpful to make a list of the different testimonials as you come across them, so you can have a reference to go back to.
Absolutely.
So the next part of pipes is to enroll, because after we have introduced them to these amazing products, we want to get them getting these same benefits, right? So we want to enroll them and empower them with these natural solutions and help them learn how to use it. Because none of us want oils that just sit on our doorstep, right? We want to make sure that they know how to use them.
Yes. So does this mean that they have to enroll to sell?
I'm sorry, say that again?
So does this mean that they have to enroll to sell or in a business?
No, and actually that's a great question. So when you are enrolling in doTERRA, you are enrolling in like a membership. Think of like the Sam's membership. So you can choose to be a wholesale customer, and that's typically what a lot of my customers start out as. And the moment that they're ready to enroll someone else or to share doTERRA, we just switch it over really quick as a wellness advocate.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Welcome. And this makes it super easy because it's no pressure, and the decision's always there, so you don't have to make it right away.
Great.
So the next part is teaching others. And this is where we are going to support our customers and our builders, just like we're doing right now. You know, after you got your oils, we did the lifestyle overview. We are going to do that with everyone that you enroll as well, because we want to make sure we get them into the habit of using the oils. And sometimes we do that up to 3 months in a row. And then when they're like you, ready to build, we're going to go on to this guide, the build guide.
Sounds good.
So now we've talked about the pipes. So now let's talk about the possibilities in doTERRA. Okay. Now this is an average income per rank in doTERRA. And I know that this is all new to you, but right now we just want you to see what's possible. And I know you talked about your goal of getting your son in private school. So maybe you can look around and see what income resonates with you and where you'd like to be. But as you're looking at this, what I want you to see, there's 5 different ways you get paid in doTERRA, and we're going to go over things a little bit, but I want you to notice the different colors.
Okay.
Okay, and we are going to go through what brings in the most compensation in your business, okay? Before I go to that page, I just want to make sure that you see some of these awesome opportunities. You see the first rank in doTERRA makes average around $300 a month. Now, of course, this depends on how many people you enroll and so on, but this is just an average. Premier is the next rank, very, very doable, and that is making around $740 a month. That's pretty significant for most people.
Yeah.
And then silver is when you're really feeling a difference and you're making almost $2,200 a month. And then, as you can see, platinum and then diamond, this is really significant. And this is per month. So this is a life changer for many people.
Absolutely. I see that.
Okay. Now you can see here. So remember I told you about those colors?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to show you where there's 5 different ways that you get paid, but I want you you don't have to know all those ways right now, but I do want you to know where eventually most of your income is going to come from. So you see the first one is at the bottom, and that's purple, and that's going to come from your fast start bonuses. And this is when you personally enroll someone. Let's say from your class. So you enroll someone, you're going to get 20% of the PV amount, and then I enrolled you, so I'm going to be level 2, and I'll get 10%, and then level 3 will be the person above me, and they'll get 5%. Oh. Now this is what's called that sounds great because it's immediate money.
Yeah, that sounds great.
This is great because as you're enrolling people, this is how your order in doTERRA will immediately be paid for. So I love fast start bonuses, and guess what? They're paid weekly.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. I've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm. And this, each week you can enroll someone, and by the next week you'll have another check coming in. The checks are cut on Wednesday for fast start bonuses. Cool. Now the next one is the blue. You see the blue here, and that's power of 3. Uh-huh. So you see this is a little bit more of the income, but not as significant, but still really great. And the power of 3 is when you enroll 3 people that are spending 100 PV in the loyalty rewards program. And the volume, do you see the bracket? The volume between those 3 and you and anyone else on your front line is 600 PV. Okay. And so when you do that, you're going to get a $50 power of 3 bonus. So this is great because this is half your order paid for. And then when you include fast starts, your entire doTERRA order, your products are already getting paid for. Yeah. Now, I'm sure you know many others that might want to get their products paid for, right? Mm-hmm. Whether they choose to actively do the business or whether they choose to just share doTERRA, totally fine. But when you help your 3 that we just talked about each get their 3, then they're getting 50 and you're getting your 250 power of 3 bonus.
Wow. Every month?
Every single month.
That's
and this continues. Do you see when you help those 3 people get their power of 3, you're getting $1,500 every single month.
That is really significant. That's awesome.
Now the next is your unilevel. Now, right now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about unilevel, but I want you to know that basically this means that the deeper your team gets, the more money that you make in doTERRA. So all I want you to know right now is that we don't want to keep everybody on our front line, and that eventually, as you can see here in green, this becomes the bulk of your check.
Yeah, okay.
And then as you get to Premier and Silver and above, you're going to be a part of what's called a leadership bonus or the leadership pool. Think of it as another little pool of money that you get to play in. So that's all you need to know for now. And we'll continue to go through this as time goes along. Any questions so far?
No, I'm sure it'll come up as we go along, but it kind of seems like there's some short-term ways I can make money and then some longer-term ways. So I feel good about it.
Well, you are a quick learner. You've got this. So now that you're learning so quickly, let's talk about how you can really change lives and create income. You know, what I really want to do to help you is I want to help you in the ways that make the biggest impact in your life. So look at these areas here and what would make the biggest impact for you? It's earning more. So maybe earning more. I know you mentioned for your son's private school. It may be working smarter. Maybe you want more time for your kids. You know, or maybe there's things that you have dreamed of that you wished you could have done, but you thought that wouldn't be possible. Mm-hmm. Those are the things that I really want you to start thinking about now because it is possible. And the other thing is maybe doing what you love. Maybe going to sending your son to private school and traveling a lot. Did you ever think those things would be possible simultaneously?
Right. Wow. This is really, I can see it can open up some serious doors for our family.
So what do you think? What is the most important thing for you right now? Is it earning more, working smarter, doing what you love?
I can kind of see some areas in all of them, but I guess starting with financial freedom would be most beneficial for right now, short term. And then I can definitely see some checks that I'd love to check off in the working smarter and doing what I love once I can reach some of these goals.
Okay, great. Well, so now that you have decided what you want to focus on, just financial freedom for now, you get to decide your level of play. So what I mean by that is you decide the time that you want to put in, and I'm going to help you make realistic goals. So with this, do you see yourself really kind of wanting to pay for your products and have a little bit extra, which is around $300 to $740 a month, supplement your income, which is around $740 to $4,700 a month, or replace your income?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of happens in steps, right? But I can see what I would like to shoot for pretty quickly is definitely going to be that supplement your income area.
Okay. I love that you said it comes in steps because you have hit the nail on the head. It sure does. And the reason why we ask you what step you want to start with is because each step has an average time investment. And so we just want to be honest and upfront with you that if you can commit 10 to 15 hours a week, then we have the guides and the tools to show you exactly what to do during that time. And then you can accomplish these goals for sure.
Okay, cool. So 10 to 15 hours a week is what it'll take.
Yes, is that something you feel that you can do?
There's a couple days a week I know I probably do not have any time to really invest, but I feel like at least 4 to 5 days a week I could give an extra 3 hours towards this. So yeah, I think that sounds real doable.
Great. And that's the great thing with doTERRA is you get to determine your schedule. You get to plug it in, and all I need to know from you is how many hours a week and what days are you going to be your doTERRA hours. And together we will work to create bullets and list of things that you can do during that time.
Oh, cool. That sounds awesome.
Okay, so now you're ready to really launch your business. And when I say launch, I mean really making sure that you totally understand the lifestyle overview, because we want to make sure you can support your customers and that you really understand how to share doTERRA, and you're working on your names list and presenting, because those are your top 2 things. And then once you're comfortable with that, we're going to get you started in this launch guide here.
Okay, awesome. So we're kind of going to play around with that second bubble, that share bubble, for a little bit until I'm comfortable.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that feels good.
In steps, just like you mentioned. So, sorry, I wanted to show you the last page. Okay, so I know in the share guide, you created a names list for that particular class. So now you're going to create a names list of at least 30 people whose lives you want to change. Now, you can transfer some of the names that you previously wrote if they weren't able to attend your class or if they're not current customers in doTERRA. But this will be what you start working on now on your 30 names list. And what do you think about me following up with you in about maybe 24 to 48 hours? So let's say it's Monday now. How about I follow up with you maybe Wednesday afternoon and see how this list is going for you?
Yeah, I think Wednesday should work. I'll just make sure I add it into my calendar, and I'll take some time doing that.
Okay, great. Do you have any questions for me?
No, everything sounds really good. I'm sure questions are going to come up. If they do, should I text you, or is that where I utilize that Facebook group? What's the best way?
That's a great question. So I'm always here for you with any type of questions. The Facebook group is a great resource. I absolutely love to ask questions there because I can get so many opinions. Okay. And of course, if you can't, if you don't get a response there or haven't heard from me quick enough, that is a great resource.
Okay.
You know, customer service is also, doTERRA has the best customer service, and they also have a business advancement line that I'm going to give you the number to. Oh, cool. And you can ask any business related questions with them as well.
That sounds great. If you can text that to me, I'll add it right to my phone, and that way I have it on hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm so excited that you are getting started, and just know that you are going to bring hope and you into healing hearts, and you're going to raise leaders, and you are going to live that dream that you want. And I'm so excited, and I look forward to the day that you put your son in private school.
Oh, thanks, Miranda. I'm excited too. Thank you for taking your time with us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.